Hi, I'm Jeff, and welcome to Slow English Stories. Today's story is about a hotel room, a quiet hallway, and a note that should not exist. Listen carefully, repeat with me when I pause, and practice English step by step. This story will help you practice listening and shadowing in English. Follow me until the end, and don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy learning with stories. Take a deep breath, sit comfortably, and let's begin. It was late evening in Lisbon. The streets were calm. The sky was dark blue, and the air felt cool. David arrived at the hotel with a small suitcase and tired eyes. The lobby was elegant, marble on the floor, soft yellow lights, a faint smell of polished wood, and quiet piano music in the background. The receptionist smiled, friendly, professional. "Welcome, sir. Your room is number 512 on the 5th floor." David nodded, thanked her, and walked to the elevator. The elevator moved slowly and creaked a little as it rose. When the doors opened, the hallway stretched long and silent. The carpet was dark red, the lights were dim, and the air felt still. Room 512. He inserted the card. A small click. The door opened. The room looked normal at first. White sheets, a desk, a chair, a lamp in the corner, a closed curtain. But something felt strange. David placed his suitcase by the bed. He opened the window for a second. Cool air touched his face. He closed it again, pulled the curtain, and washed his face. The mirror reflected a tired man, but also a curious one. He sat on the bed and let his shoulders relax. Minutes passed. The silence grew comfortable. He turned off the lamp and lay down. His eyes began to close when he heard it. Click, click. The sound of a door handle turning slowly, carefully. David froze, his eyes wide. He looked at the door. It was closed and locked. The sound stopped. He waited, heart beating fast, but heard nothing more. Maybe it was another room, he whispered to himself. He tried to ignore it, turned the lamp off, and lay down again. But the sound returned. Click, click. Softer this time, closer, or maybe not. David jumped up, turned on the light quickly. Silence, only silence, and his own breath. He walked to the door and checked the lock. It was secure, firm, not moving at all. Still, uneasiness grew inside him. David opened his suitcase, took out a small notebook and a pen. He wrote a few lines about the train, about the taxi driver who told him jokes, about the river at sunset, about the bridge like a string of lights. Writing calmed him. His breathing slowed. His hands warmed. Then As he placed the notebook on the desk, he saw something half hidden under the desk. A piece of paper, old, yellow at the edges. David bent down and pulled it out. Blue ink, letters uneven and rushed. Just one sentence. Don't stay in room 512. His hands trembled. Not much, but enough. He read the sentence again, then a third time. The words were simple, but heavy. He looked around the room. Bed, lamp, curtains, closet. Everything looked normal, and yet it didn't feel normal anymore. The air felt cooler. The light seemed thinner. The silence too sharp. Before he could think more, 3 knocks came at the door. Tock, tock, tock. Soft but clear. David's throat went dry. "Who is it?" he asked, voice low, careful. No answer, only the quiet hallway. He stood slowly and walked to the door. He looked through the peephole. The hallway was empty, long, still, yellow light on red carpet, and nothing else. A cold shiver ran down his arms. He stepped back and locked the chain on the door. He sat on the bed and listened. No more knocks, no clicking handle, only the hum of the air system. The night moved like a slow river. David kept the lamp on and read a few pages from a small book. Finally, exhaustion was stronger than fear, and he fell asleep, with the lamp still on. Morning arrived softly. The curtains glowed, pale gold. Birds sang outside, a sound like clean water. Everything looked calm, ordinary, safe. For a moment, David almost laughed at himself. It was only my imagination, just tiredness, he thought. He stood, stretched his back, and reached for his jacket. Inside the pocket, the paper waited. Old, yellow, real, not a dream. He read the words again. Don't stay in room 512. David packed quickly, faster than usual. He rode the elevator down. The lobby looked brighter in the morning. The receptionist smiled kindly. "Did you sleep well, sir?" David paused. The safe answer was easy. "Yes, thank you," he said, with a polite smile. He placed the key on the counter. He looked once toward the elevator. He thought about the click, the knocks, the note. Then he turned and walked out into the cool morning. On the sidewalk, the city felt new. People with coffee cups, buses starting their routes. David took a slow breath and let it go. In his heart, he knew one thing. He would never stay in room 5112 again. Now it's your turn. Listen and repeat with me. He checked into a hotel in Lisbon. The hallway was long and silent. He heard a handle clicking. He found a note under the desk. It said, "Don't stay in room 512. He heard 3 soft knocks. He looked through the peephole. The hallway was empty. He packed quickly in the morning. He promised to avoid room 512 again. Repeat again with me. He felt that something was wrong. He tried to sleep, but the sound returned. He wrote in a small notebook. The words were simple, but heavy. He locked the chain on the door. He left the key at the desk. He stepped into the cool morning. He breathed slowly and relaxed. He learned to trust his feelings. He walked away from the hotel. Let's practice some words from today's story, with simple meanings in Portuguese and short examples. Handle means maçaneta. Repeat, handle. Example, the handle turned slowly in the dark. Peephole means olho mágico da porta. Repeat, peephole. Example, he looked through the peephole and saw no one. Note means bilheta. Repeat, note. Example, he found a note under the desk. Knock means batida na porta. Repeat, knock. Example, he heard 3 knocks at midnight. Uneasy means desconfortável, inquieto. Repeat, uneasy. Example, he felt uneasy even though the room looked normal. Reception means recepção do hotel. Repeat, reception. Example, he returned the key at the reception. Warning means aviso, alerta. Repeat, warning. Example, the note was a warning about the room. Let's review the story. A tired traveler arrived at a hotel. He stayed in room 512. He heard the handle clicking and soft knocks. He found a note warning him to leave. He slept at last and left in the morning. He decided never again, room 512. Great job! Today you practiced listening, shadowing, and useful travel vocabulary with me, Jeff. Remember, practice a little every day, and your English will improve faster. If you liked this episode, give it a like, leave a comment, and subscribe for more slow English stories. Write in the comments, what would you do if you found a note like that in your hotel room? Tell me in English. I'm reading. In the next episode, I will share the story of a lost dog, a long night in the city, and a surprise at sunrise. See you soon!